In the previous video, we saw how enriching and richful this Django filter library is. But we worked with a single model. We did all the filtering, all the searching and ordering on a single model. In today's video, we are going to see how we can work with the multiple models which are linked with the foreign key. We'll see how we can do the filtering in the forward manner and in the reverse manner also. So please stick to this video because you will get lots and lots of information about the filtering working with the multiple models. So for this saving some time, I have created the user model over here and linked with the foreign key mapping. Also created the serializer over here. There was only some post serializer before. Now I have created the user model serializer and linked with the post serializer over here. Okay, and also I have created the routing of the user routing over here and created the model view set of the user. Okay, this is the model view set of the user. Okay, now I'll walk you through the code, how it walk you through the server, how it looks like. This is the post model. So each and every model has a user part. So I have created the user and linked it with the post part over here. So now we'll be doing the filtering of the post according to the user. So I'll show you what all user we have. This is users. So we have 1, 2 and 3. We have 3 total user. The first is the Lakshit, second is the Raj, third is the Meena kind of. This is the 3 user we have. So now we'll be filtering the post according to user. So now I have got this post, this post and this post. But now I want all the post which is written by the user name Lakshit. So I'll come in the post view set and over here in the search field, what I'll do user because I'll show you. Because in the post we have user, and then now if you want to access the name, what we'll do, we'll write the double underscore because we need to access the name and we'll write name over here. Okay, I'll do the refresh part and I'll come over here and do the searching of Lakshit. And as you can see, I got the user post with the user Lakshit. So if you want to see the part over here, I'll go into serializer and do the depth equal to 1 and I'll do the refresh. I'll do the refresh. Yeah, so as you can see the user, this user is the name is Lakshit. Okay, so now if I want to do again as a kind of Meena, so as you can see all the post which has the user Meena we got over here. This is a simple normal filtering over here. So if you want to more customize it, what you can do, you can come over here, you can write it in this part in the post filter part and this query set. So I'll show you how this query set work over here. So now you got the drop down over here with all the user over here. This is the normal Django model of way of writing. If you want to change the name over here, you need to write the string method in the model part. Okay. Okay. So if you want to see how you can do that, we'll go in the post part, the user def underscore string, and we can return self dot name. Okay, welcome, refresh. Yeah, as you can see, we got all the name over here. So we want all the user with the Lakshit over here. We'll do the submit part. And as you can see, we got all the post with the user name Lakshit over here. Okay, this is the normal filtering. Now, what if you might be having question? Now, since we are only getting a single model to choose over here, what if I want to choose the multiple model over here? Okay, so if you want to choose the multiple model, so for that there is since we use the filter model choice filter, we have filter dot model multiple choice filter. Over here you need to specify the field name. Since inside the user we are choosing the ID, the field name is ID and all the user models set over here. So we'll save this part over here. We'll do the refresh. So as you can see, we are getting the choose option. So I will choose Lakshit and Raj and do submit. So we got all the post which is a Lakshit and the Raj is a part over here. Okay, this is the normal forward foreign key searching filtering that we are doing. What if we want to do the reverse filtering? So for example, from the user, we want to from the user. So I'll go into the user part. Let me go into the user part. So we have got all the user. So now I want to get the user according to the post. So I want to get the user which has this title as a post. Okay. So now I'll show you the normal filtering part over here. So this is the name. If I want to search according to the name, I will do the Lakshit. Okay. So I got the user which has the name as Lakshit over here. So I'll just write. So to do this reverse foreign key part over here, we need to write our own custom method. So as you can see, I'll be searching post according to the title. Okay, so we are specifying the method as a custom filter. I'll be writing the custom filter and label. This is the label name. As you can see, this is the label name over here, and this is the field name on which field name we are doing the filtering. So this is the custom filter. Okay. So if I do the reload, I will come over here. So let's write rich tat over tat. So I'll remove the name from here and just submit. So as you can see, we got the result according to the title that you're searching. So let's say write some another title. This my new book. So for example, if I want to for the content part, so let's come over here and just write this thing for the content part. I want to do the content filter. So content filter. This will method will remain the same. Label I can change it to content. Content. Let's remove the title and field name will be equal to content. Okay, I'll come over here, do the refresh. We got another option over here. Let's take this content from here and let's filter it out in the content part and submit. What is the option? Sorry, I already see. It is showing that cannot resolve keyword content. So the name is wrong over here. So I might have written the name wrong. See, over here I have written the name wrong. It is a content. Okay, I'll do the refresh. And as you can see, we got the 1 second. Content. Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, we got the result. We got all the user which has this content over here. So this content over here, it's about finance content. It's about finance content that's we are searching over here. Okay, so I'm not cutting the error part that is shown over here because I want to see that what all kind of error you can face and how you can resolve it also. Okay, so what if you want to do the so for example, see, I'll just take this title from here. Okay, let me remove this part. Remove this part and do the part over here. So we got the result. But what if I want to make it case insensitive? So if I'm writing this result poor dead, it is not showing the result because it's case sensitive. So for that, what you need to do is over here we were able to write this lookup expression, but we won't be able to write the lookup expression over here because it won't work. So for that part, what we need to do, like for example, do you remember like in the normal Django, if you want to do how you can do it, you would write user model dot objects dot filter. If I want to do, I would write as a content. So title is equals to kind of you would write rich dad poor dad. Well, if you want to make it case insensitive, what we need to do, we need to write over here underscore I exact. So it would make insensitive. The same way we will be doing over here. Since over here field name we have provided title over here, what we'll be doing underscore I exact. Okay, so we'll be doing this part, and when we do the refresh again, as you can see, we got the result with this case insensitive part over here. This is how the reverse foreign key mapping will work over here. This is the code over here. Please take this code into your Visual Studios into your IDE and check out how this code works. So I have given all the things from my side. I have also uploaded this all thing in the GitHub. Please, you can go and access it, access this from the GitHub part over here. Okay. If you got any kind of information, if you kind of found any kind of valuable information, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. It make me motivate to make such videos for you. Please take care of yourself. We'll meet in the next video.